Getting a PS5 or an Xbox Series X is kind of impossible right now. However, the Xbox Series S, well, that thing is everywhere. But is that for a reason? Is the cheaper console a bad decision, and should you wait for a real next-generation console? The Xbox Series S is seen as the ugly duckling of the next-generation consoles. People say it looks like an induction hob, speakers, a boombox, the list goes on. But for me, I think it defines progression, technology getting smaller and more powerful, which the PS5 and Series X larger footprints do not achieve. The understated and elegant design of the Series S lets it go unnoticed in a home setting, without drawing any unwanted attention within your living room. My first impressions when using the Xbox Series S were rather frustrating. Inside of the box, something really important is missing. Generally, everything is there: a high-speed HDMI 2.1 cable, a power lead, and a slightly improved Xbox controller. However, unlike with the last generation, there is no included Xbox headset for playing online with friends. This caused me problems when testing out the console online. Although the changes to the controller are minor, I'm okay with that. There is now a share button at the center for sharing screenshots and gameplay clips with friends. The rear of the controller has improved bumpers and triggers with an embossed grip texture that feels fantastic. And we also have a new D-pad along with a headphone jack. In my recent PlayStation 5 review, which you can watch here, I discussed the disparity issue in pricing for digital games on the PlayStation Store. Choosing to go digital only with the PS5 or Xbox Series S could cause a lack of control for buying games at a fair price. For example, my friends and I tried the Division 2 trial to see the new Series S and X update. On the Xbox Store, this game was £24, which at first I thought was okay, until my friend with the Series X looked on Amazon and could get the same game for £5 on disc. Although this is a huge issue for both Sony and Microsoft that they definitely need to address if they want to create a discless world, Xbox Game Pass does come in to save the day for Microsoft. This is an area that PlayStation lacks. For £10 a month, you can get access to over 100 high-quality games through Xbox Game Pass. You can digitally download as many as you like and play them without restriction, just as you would if you had bought them outright on the store. This feature alone is why you should buy an Xbox Series S. Xbox Game Studio titles now all launch day one on Xbox Game Pass. Forza Horizon 5 and Halo Infinite, both £60 games, will release straight away on Game Pass later this year, providing gamers unbelievable value. The price of 2 games a year now gets you over 100. Backwards compatibility is also a huge area. Xbox 360, Xbox One, and even some Xbox original games from a time when I was still a cute baby are all playable on the Xbox Series S, which is important to many gamers who love a bit of nostalgia. Having convenient access to all of these fantastic titles is great, but it does come at an expense. The Series S only comes with a tiny 512GB SSD, but after the operating system only has 364GB usable. And when it comes to expanding your storage, it's rather complicated. Last generation games can be stored and played on an external hard drive, but new gen games will only be playable on the faster SSD storage, resulting in only one option: the official Seagate 1TB expansion card, which costs almost as much as the Series S console. I think this is rather disappointing, and in my opinion, the new generation games aren't that advanced that they couldn't run off a standard external SSD. In terms of gameplay, the overall experience has been great. Games run better and smoother, feeling sharper than the original Xbox, and the load times have been greatly reduced, which is noticeable when playing games like Battlefield 5. Quick Resume is a huge feature. You can instantly switch between games within a couple of seconds and continue from where you last played. However, not all games currently support this feature, which I hope changes over time. Although the Xbox Series S only outputs at 1440p, playing on a 4K display, it will upscale. And at an average living room sofa viewing distance, the native 4K of my PS5 versus the Series S 1440p wasn't too distinguishable for a casual player. I believe for 80% of gamers, the Series S is more than enough. You don't need to go out and buy a crazy expensive TV to get the most out of it, unlike with the Series X, and the increase in gaming performance is huge compared to the last generation Xbox One. The Series S should not be underestimated, and for £249, it's definitely worth considering.